ladies and gentlemen, we are back in Phantasma. We're about to hit up the 5th plane. Alice Laris, James AQ. Everyone's name is still default. Let's get into it. Whoa. I thought I was ready after you guys told me what happened, but seeing the place I once trained at like this is weird. So this warp thingy here is gonna take us to the next plane? That's right. The next should be the 5th. Presumably the first of the more advanced game boards Lord of Phantasma mentioned. We're gonna be in for a really tough ride, aren't we? But hey, we've come through plenty of those just fine. We can knock this one out too. I certainly hope so. Something wrong? No, but I do have a question. Why did you specifically put your name forward to accompany me? Ah? Is it really that big of a deal? I can't think of any specific reason you could have to offer support to me, because she's the main character. And yet, when making your request, your eyes were filled with determination and resolve, so it wasn't something you did on a whim. You don't mind my inquiry, do you? Nope, it wasn't a whim though, so you're right about that. It's just that I don't have some big special reason for doing it either. I guess I just wanted to give something back. Explain. Well, like Kevin did a lot for me back during all that trouble in Liberal. He bailed me out of trouble more times than I can count, and he helped Joshua deal with what was burdening him too. Now he's in trouble just like we were, so it's this thing where I find myself wondering whether there was anything I could do to help. Coming and backing you up was the best way I could do that. Estelle? Now I get it. I'm still not sure that I understand. I understand that you feel indebted to Kevin, but how does helping me go towards repaying that? Isn't it obvious? You're super important to him, aren't you? Nani? Love a good character break. I'm not implying you're going out or anything. Just from all I've heard and seen since getting here, it seems like you basically view each other as family. I'm not wrong, right? No, you're right. Before all this started, we hadn't met for almost 5 whole years. The only reason we met again at all was because of work. I'm not sure there's any bond between the two of us at all anymore. Yeah, I'm not buying that one. What's so funny? The connections between people deepen over time to become bonds, and once such bonds have formed, they can never be broken. However, far apart those people may be, no matter where life may take them, those bonds will always exist in some way. Not my words, by the way. They're just something some old guy I know said to me a while back. Chat, who is it? My memory is not so good. And I happen to agree with him. Kevin was happy to entrust everything to you without a second thought, right? You were talking like you knew what he was thinking earlier, too. About how he was going to tell us about his stigma. That's proof enough there's still a strong bond between you. I wish I could be so confident. Still, I can understand why you wanted to come with me now. I appreciate it, too. Thank you, Estelle. You're very welcome. I do have one more question, though. It's something of a personal one, however. Like what? I'll answer it if I can. This is a good chance to get to know each other. Alright, forgive me if this sounds blunt, but do people often tell you that you're too soft for your own good? Nane? Ha. What are you laughing for? I think I have my answer. At least let me answer before making up your mind. Ah, screw it, let's get going. Right behind you. AK, you're still in your Halloween costume. What's your Halloween costume? Ah, so Cassius did say it. Once she called him an old man, I'm like, yeah, that's probably Cassius. Yeah, there are two Steldors, aren't there? Well, we at least got through that one cutscene. Let's see, who is the girl who sounds like the sun? Alright. And the boy who appreciates her. Don't know what you to look forward to? Well, let's get into it. Bring to me the girl who shines like the sun, and may the boy who cherishes that light be at her side. Only then shall the door open the door! Yes. Alright, let's see what we got. I'm still waiting for the door when the bird goes flying by. Did I do Olivier's door yet? Did I? Do I even remember what the hint was for that door? We're here now. Also, hello, Silent Bob X. Cassius is 46 at this point. You doing okay there, AQ? I shall grant to you a memory fragment and my blessing. Joshua practicing with your harmonica? The first week. Well, hello there. There's no need to be so afraid. I am but a humble magician. I will heal your broken heart for you. Provided, of course, I am compensated. Joshua, are you okay? Oh, your temperature's gone up again. Stay still. Where's a towel? Where's a towel? Wait a sec, okay? I'll be right back with some water. Their door is just all of Sky FC. Get ready for another 21 streams. Hell yeah. You'll come back with some water? Karin, I'm... All I could hear in my head during those days, the same words repeating endlessly like a broken record. Yet somehow, I had no idea who was saying them. All I knew was that... Huh? I can't find him anywhere. He's supposed to be hurt and resting, not out wandering around. Joshua, where the heck are you? Joshua! Oh, there you are. So she's been running around looking for him for far longer than we've known her. What are you doing out here? You gotta start taking it easy. Why? I'm fine. Are you sure? Is your fever gone? It was just a temporary one as a result of my injuries. My temperature went back down this morning. I'm fine now. Really? Whew. Yay, that's good. You were moaning over and over in your sleep. I was worried about you. Did I say anything? The dead eyes come out as soon as it's possible that he said something revealing. Huh? Forget I asked. So, if you're feeling better, do you want to play together? Must have been pretty boring to sleep all the time. I know it's boring for me when I'm stuck in bed with a fever. I hate not having anything to do. Oh, but you probably shouldn't be running around with your foot all messed up. I feel you, Joshua. Sky the Third emotional track is the most effective emotional song in the series. Yep, listening to it right now, it certainly got me expecting to feel. I guess tag and kick the can won't work. If you want to play by yourself. Just stay away from me. Because it's probably going to get real dangerous here soon. It is? I'm grateful for you for taking care of me. Pass that on to Cassius Bright, too. No gloomy faces allowed! Yeah? When you're feeling down, the best thing to do is to do something you enjoy. That'll pick you right up. I don't think telling Joshua, Joshua, to do what he enjoys is a good idea, Estelle. Wait here, okay? I'll bring you stuff you'll really like. Pinky swear. There still don't seem to be any signs that anyone's coming after me. It's bound to happen eventually. Got 2 or 3 days at most before they find this place. 2 or 3 days. Joshua! Here you go! A present from me! So cheer up, okay? A couple of roly-polies. Dang. I remember scrounging the ground back in the day as if those were currency. What is she doing? Aren't they cute? They curl up if you poke them. I'm fine, thanks. What? How come? They're so cute. Because I don't. Also, stop coming over here. Stay away from me. So, you want another kind of bug, huh? That wasn't what I was trying to say. Hold on. I know lots of bugs. How about this? It's a dragonfly! Man, Estelle out here really just plucking things from the air. I don't want one of these either. Okay, but how about this? You gotta like these. Behold, a Mulligan monitor lizard! What? You're one tough cookie. Look, this isn't about what I like. I don't want any kind of bug or lizard or anything you have to offer me. This one's my favorite too. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Feeling more and more like there's something I'm missing here. Sit down for a minute, Joshua. I've got a serious question to ask. It's gonna be a tall order for him. Yep, there you go. I'm already sitting. What kind of bugs do you like? Big ones? Pretty ones? Ones with lots of legs? Ones with long feelers? Ones with shells? Wings? Webbed feet? Are there any bugs with webbed feet? I don't want any bugs at all. Nani? I'm gonna have to pull out all the stops. I need something so surprising you'll change your mind. Don't move a muscle. I'll find something. I will. Sure likes bugs, doesn't she? There's one right there. The Trails in the Sky 1 exploration music. Gotta love it. Love this game's use of reused music to indicate the timeliness of a scene. So anything that happened way in the past is FC music. Anything that happened in between SC and third is SC music. And anything happening in the modern time is brand new tracks. He ran away. He had a real funny face, too. No, I can't let this get me down. Not with how sad Joshua looks like now. He's in so much pain, and he can't move around or do anything fun either. Which means I gotta find him the ultimate bug to cheer him up. Oh, it's back! You get back here! Get back here, Shocker! It's so quiet here. Even after all I've been through, this is the first time I've been in a situation like this. Joshua! So much for being quiet. Look at this one's face! How many times do I have to tell you I don't want any bugs before it gets through? Are you even listening? Look, though! I hereby name this the human moth because the pattern on its wings looks like a human face. What the heck? Ha! I knew this surprised you. Except it didn't. I knew my efforts would pay off big time. Next time, I'm gonna bring back something even more awesome. Whee! She's so obnoxious. Swapping gears from... I need to get out and move a little bit. Because going from the work grind to streaming. Really need to get my blood pumping before I do these things. Joshua! Oh, great, she's back. Joshua! Geronimo! Ah! This is making me think of Donkey Kong Country 3. Hiding underwater, getting underwater to hide from bugs. Ugh. Gah. What was that for? What was what for? I'm gonna splash you. The water feels so nice. Oh, I know. When I go fishing? Playing in the water's fun, but real fishing's even more fun. Let's go catch today's lunch. Come on, Joshua, we're getting out. You'll catch a cold if you stay in those wet clothes for too long. Hey, look at that. Look at that firebrand. Yeah, cut a big one. This one's for you, Joshua. You don't need to catch anything for me. Now I'm gonna catch one for me. If I don't catch anything, then I'll have to go without lunch, and that would suck. She doesn't listen to a word anyone says to her, does she? Ooh, I got a bite! Ha! Oh, it's a dace. And it's tiny. Daddy's getting this one. Probably just spent the day messing around instead of working anyway. He doesn't deserve a cool fish. What? Okay, next one I catch is definitely mine. Heave-ho! She doesn't know anything about Cassius Bright? So he tells his daughter nothing about what he does. Fits his profile, I suppose. Ah, I got away. Next one's not gonna be so lucky, though. Ah, a tug. Okay, maybe not. No, it's nothing. You just remembered something in Shara's door? You didn't happen to use a phone during her door? I don't think I did. Trying to hide underwater to escape bees is a bad idea. They have a great memory and they'll just hang out until I either come up for air or, don't. Estelle was definitely a wild child when she was young. It's nothing. Was it always so bright? The greenery's hurting my eyes. Gotcha! This one's gonna be huge. Come to me, lunchy fishy. What the heck? It's a baby! Ah. A baby for the baby. Anyways, we're on to the second week. Do you think she's okay? She didn't come over to the shop yesterday either. I still think you're worried about nothing. Estelle's okay. She always does whatever she wants when she wants. But she used to come over to play every day. Estelle, it's Alyssa. Come outside. You don't think she's been abducted, do you? I think I'd buy she got attacked by monsters in the woods and ended up experiencing a slow and drawn-out death. More than that. That sounds like the way she'd go. That's so gross! That's what she gets for going into the woods all the time to play. Oh no, poor Estelle. You do know I'm joking, right? Come on out, Estelle. Alyssa's gonna cry if you don't. If you're looking for Estelle, she's out at the moment. You're a boy? Eh? Who are you? Yeah. I caught something amazing! Huh? What are you doing here? Estelle! Where have you been all this time? I was so worried about you. Who's this boy anyway? Someone you know? We've been trying to talk to him for ages now, but he won't tell us anything. Keeps telling us everything we ask is none of our business. Estelle? Are these your friends? Yeah, they are. Seems they're not lying about that part, then. They don't seem to have undergone any kind of training either, and their guard is virtually non-existent. Figure it's about time they found me. Doesn't like these to have anything to do with them. He's barely talked ever since we got here. I've never seen him around Roland before. How do you even know him? Oh, 'cause Daddy gave him to me as a present. He's my new little brother. Little? Oh yeah, I think that does check out. If we go back to the guild and interacted with the phones, there would have been a phone call. That phone call would have been from Cassius. Most of it was typical updating each other. And he also mentioned having recently brought a boy into his home, indicating these two doors happen concurrently. Interesting. He is? Wow. I sure wouldn't have guessed that. Neither would I. Because it doesn't make sense. That's not how getting a little brother works. But it's true. Right, Joshua? No, it isn't. Hey, wait a minute! Listen, young man. Listen to what your older sister tells you. As if someone like you could be my older self. Oh, she pushed a button that she didn't even know was there. I'm so sorry, Estelle. You treaded over some sore ground. Huh? Why? I'm not here to be friends with you. The only reason I'm here at all is that things just worked out that way. That was what Cassius Bright said, wasn't it? Oh, and one more thing. Can you stop bringing me bugs? I don't know what your obsession with them is, but being too much of a meddler is just going to end up with you getting hurt. Ha! Ow! Take that, and that! Ow, ow! In this house, I'm the older one. That means you have to listen to what I say. Ow. Okay. Okay, Joshua. Go on, answer. No! Excuse me? Not spinning them right round like a record. She's manhandling them like the big tough guy in an old Saturday morning cartoon. You know, the ones where if the good guy is completely at the bad guy's mercy, the worst thing they can do is pick them up and throw them, and if they hit the wall, it's even more brutal. What? And then are they just the times where you just pick them up and you throw them, and they just hit the ground so gently, relatively speaking? Well, those two sure get along well. So it seems. You two can shut up any time. Got you. I win. From today until forever, I'm your big sister. No backsies allowed. See, Joshua wasn't a gift. It was more like Cassius brought a wild Pokemon into Estelle, and she's been beating up on that Pokemon and weakening it until she can finally catch it. I swear, why does she do this every single night? Wish she'd mind her own business. How are the turntables? Speaking of Cassius, Joshua. Determined to sleep outside again, Not a fan of sleeping in the same room as Estelle, I take it. She's way too much of a meddler. She's also completely clueless. She's got no idea how much danger she's willingly exposing herself to. Why don't you tell her, Cassius Bright? She has a right to know. Why do you stand by and say nothing? The room next to Estelle's has been used as a storage room for quite a while now, but it could still be converted into a bedroom if need be. It might actually be perfect for you. I haven't been there in a while, but I think there might even already be a bed in there. I'm fine as I am. I don't need a room. I'll give you that Estelle loves to poke her nose in anything and everything that catches her interest. And I can see how, from your perspective, that makes her look like a simple-minded, clueless child. But that's where you're mistaken. It's not her who's clueless. It's you. Huh. Estelle knows how exactly she wants to get out of life and what she has to do to get it. Those things are part of what makes her who she is. Although, I can't deny that I was hoping to raise her to be a little bit more of a, well, ordinary girl than she has grown up to be. Still, compare that to you, Joshua. You don't have a clue what you want anymore. You don't know what you should be doing. Which of you is really in the right here? Just so we're clear, whatever you decide to do, I have no intention of indulging you. I'm not going to tell you to leave, but I'm not going to tell you to stay either. What you want to do, where you want to go, and who you want to become. Those are all things for you to decide, and you alone. Cash is really laying down that dad knowledge. No one can make that decision for you, and no one knows what kind of decision you'll make. Only you. What do I want? To not be under the thumb of the organization at that point. Several peaceful weeks have passed. Joshua's injuries continue to heal, and it wasn't long before he was able to walk with ease again. Estelle was jumping for joy at this fact, using it as an excuse to drag him out to play with her at every possible opportunity. For him, however, it meant more than deciding what game to play next. He had to decide what course of action he was to take. The time for him to make his choice was drawing near. We're going to Purcell. Featuring good characters. Purcell? That's the short-haired girl's last name, right? Uh-huh. This is where Tia lives. Guess what, though? Her mom had twins. As if I needed to guess anything. You wouldn't shut up about it when you first heard the news. You've also been to see them over and over as if it's as it is. Why are they still exciting enough to want to keep visiting? We're not here to visit them today. We're here to help at the farm. Right now, it's harvesting time. Miss Anna's kind of stuck with the babies, so they need some help. And when Alyssa told me about it, I wanted that help to be me. Well, it's nice of you to offer. Why do I have to come too? Because I said so. No complaining. Let's go! This is part of your rear hillbilly process. I don't want this. I never asked for this. Estelle! Oh, Joshua came too? I bet you dragged him along by force, didn't you? Hey, we've come to help. Well, music to my ears. Thanks so much for coming over. You did an awful lot for us while Hannah was pregnant, as it was. That was nothing. Piece of cake for me. You're a force to be reckoned with, Estelle. Oh, but who is? He's Estelle's new little brother. You know about him. I told you before. His name's Joshua. Oh, that does ring the bell. The one who had a big fight with her at some point. Who lost a big fight. Mrs. Purcell. Hello, Mrs. Purcell. Why, hello to you too. I'm so sorry to make you two help out again. You've been helping out so much as it is. If I could get right back to work, I would, but... Easy now. You need to rest for a little while longer before we start thinking about that. Huh? I was back to work in no time after Tio was born. I just put her on my back and got right back to work again. Considering how many plants they have here, if Harvest Moon rules are anything to go by, then yes, it's gonna take them all day to harvest all that. Really? How am I supposed to know? I was a baby. Sticking twins on my back is probably pushing it, though. Oh? Who's our black-haired friend? That's Joshua. Tio told us about him a while ago. Right, Estelle's younger brother. I remember now. Why, isn't he adorable? Have you come to help us too? Sorry if it's not much fun. Wait, is that a bandage I see? Uh-oh, you're right. Did you even notice until you pointed it out? My injuries are more or less healed. They won't have any effect on my ability to work. But more or less healed means they're still healing. We can't ask an injured boy to do all our work for us. You need to sit and rest. Honey, I have the perfect idea. And what could this perfect idea entail? Okay, let me explain the harvesting. Is this gonna be a mini game? Mini. Estelle needs to give her old man some flack. Not false. Estelle, Alyssa, Tio, you can handle the fields in this area here. Try and start from the fields on the north side. I'll probably be more efficient to split up too. Franz and I will take care of the vegetables in the greenhouses. And as for Joshua... I'll leave taking care of the babies to you. I'll let you take care of the babies. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. I know what's coming over me. Single drop of water just dives into the back of my throat and drop kicks the back of it. Tio and Alyssa, as children of portraits that aren't here, used here for some reason. They don't seem finished, but they were in the final iteration. Interesting. We need more portraits! More! The boy is Will, and the girl is Cher. Understood. Well, let's get to work. If you run into any problems, or there's something you don't understand, don't be afraid to ask. Okay! He's holding the babies. The past few weeks, there's been no sign at all that someone's coming after me. Why not? It must have worked out where I am by now. Am I supposed to take this to mean that they're not interested in me anymore? So they just stole my memories and cast me aside? But still, I still feel like I've lost something really important to me. What is it? I don't know, the chances of you figuring out are low. Just what have I? What have I? Joshua! You listening, Joshua? Estelle? Check this out. A large carrot. If bugs won't do it for you, maybe veggies will. Isn't it cool? I harvested this myself. And this eggplant too. Look, it's so shiny. What? You do know you scraped your knee, right? Eh? One day you'll learn to think before you leap. Or at least learn to take care of yourself either. And to cast clock down on enemies. That's just how you play this Trails in the Sky games. I'll make the rules. Come on. Let me take a look at it. Okay. Oh. No crib, no manger. No bed, just put them on the ground. Just drop them babies. Joshua took out some disinfectant. Ow. That stings. Just endure it. It'll be over soon. I swear, she attracts scratches and scrapes like a magnet. It's a wonder she hasn't caught tetanus or something. Joshua? You really do love causing people trouble. I never asked you to do anything for me. That just makes you cause people even more trouble. You don't do anything about your injuries, or even notice them, and it just makes more work for others. You're a danger to yourself no matter how you look at it. Anyway, Joshua, why do you... Oh, she's cut the back of her hand too. Oh no! Tell me where you're going to put that stuff before doing it. There, I'm done. Try and take a bit more care in the future, lest you want a lot more of that stuff being Uh-oh! The babies are going off! You left them alone for too long, their timer counted down. Kamek's toadies are about to fly on down and just snatch them up. Oh no! What can we do? You don't need to do anything. Looking after them is my job. You go back to your own work. But... oh, they like them. They love them even. Wow, they stopped. You sure you're not their mom? I'm not even gonna dignify that response with an answer. Just go back to work. You're never going to finish if you're not doing anything. Oh, okay. Thanks, Joshua. Thanks, huh? Well, he's giving us... he ain't doing us some harm, but he is playing the harm. Whoa. He's so cool. I didn't know he could do that. A handsome boy playing the harmonica beautifully with the setting sun in the background. There's a picture if I ever saw one. Did you know he could play, Estelle? Nah. He's supposed to be my brother and he never told me at all. He's gonna get a huge lecture later. Oh, Estelle. What are you getting mad for? Well, hello there. There's no need to be so afraid. I am but a humble magician. I will heal your broken heart for you. Provided, of course, I am compensated. I finally understand. I finally know what I lost. Everything that was important to me, my happy memories, all that made me myself, that was the compensation I gave. All that remains now is a doll, a twisted, broken fragment of who I was. Someone who exists only to destroy that what others love. I need to leave. If I stay here any longer, I'll end up destroying the happiness of everyone around me. I need to keep the things that I care about as far away from me as possible. Not close by. I need them to be far, far out of my reach. And I need to do it now, before the darkness within me contaminates this place forever. I need to leave. Before my very existence causes her irreplaceable harm. Chapter end. The next day, nope, we're still going. Things got ominous, but we're just gonna convert on that ominousness right now. Joshua really just plopped two newborns on the grounds like they're dolls. Hey, he probably thought they were just like him. I can't believe him. Not even a jumbo mantis or a double seahorse were enough to get a reaction. He must have really fancy tastes. Okay, today will be the day I impress him. Oh yes. No one can resist the power of the Bug of Legends. Well, hello there, Estelle. What are you doing standing around out here? Are you off to do some bug catching? I sure am, but today's not going to be just any bug catching day. Oh, do tell. Today, I'm going to make a special syrup that attracts bugs. And with it, I'll be able to catch a super amazing one. Really? That's interesting. But seriously, sweetie, you're 11 now, and a girl. I think you should be starting to dress a bit more like one at your age. But these are comfier and way easy to move around in. Estelle and youngster Joey can have a conversation to have. Anyway, bye! Estelle? Some things just never change. Okay, first, I need to get all the ingredients I need to make my super duper syrup. Alyssa should be able to give me some dragon beans, so that's easy. Then there's the fresh milk and fresh eggs. Tia will give me some of those if I ask nicely, I think. Really? One of the options is check for new sneakers? Silent Babex, you were not joking when it came to the ADHD remark. Am I gonna do all of these at some point? Or do I need to check for the new sneakers before I do the other two? Or am I supposed to avoid checking for the new sneakers? Then again, that's the sort of thing you would do for bracer points. Do what I think is first. You don't think anything here impacts the main game? Alright, then I am letting the RNG gods decide. You can't beat Tio's place for fresh ingredients. To the farm! Tio! Hey Estelle, what's up? Wait, forget it. I just know from how you're dressed. Heh, today's bug catching is special though. But first, I need some fresh milk and fresh eggs. What in heaven's name do you need those for? Don't tell me you've suddenly developed an interest in cooking or something. Well... Tio! We need to cook! Bug of Legends? Yep, I'm trying to give Joshua the surprise of his life. Still not sure I'm following all this. Let me try again. I guess you're trying to make some sort of aromatic capable of attracting bugs. Probably. Just whatever you do, promise not to get any of it on me, alright? I won't. I don't know if I believe you. That's not a Super Butterbuns reference, or not a pancake. That's not a pancake reference. Well, here's what you wanted. Fresh milk and fresh eggs. And one more thing before you go, Estelle. If you really see him as your little brother, you should start gradually opening up to him about the past. Try getting him to do the same with you, too. Maybe try talking to him about your mom? Yeah, I can do that. Doesn't feel like the kind of thing you need to have to sit and have a big serious discussion about, though. We're always gonna be together, so I think he'll get it eventually. Because we're family now. Well, I tried. That's very you way to look at it, but I mean that in a good way. Thanks, Tio. Next I need to go see Alyssa. What for? You still need more ingredients? Yep, I need some dragon beans. Oh, well, good luck. Zoom! She's sure fired up today. You know what? Looks like I'm gonna have to manage my hydration and do a little bit more than that. So, I'm gonna be back in a little bit. We got this little break and we'll leave it on a cliffhanger. What is Estelle gonna get from Alyssa? We've already said, but I've already mentioned things about my, something. my train of thought is just derailing. It's doing ollies up in the air. There's nothing in here that impacts the main game. Sure. So yeah, before we stop by Alyssa, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of things over here. No, it hasn't been an hour. Sorry about that, but gotta do what you gotta do. I will be back in a bit. pardon me? I don't think that I needed to tell anybody that I was kind of fading over there. It's, hasn't anything to do with the game. Never really said what happened, last week, last week I had a minor surgical procedure on my foot, so, been kind of taking it easy, kicking up my heels and resting a whole lot. And as such, I've been very sedentary over the past week. Haven't exactly been out there pumping my blood or getting exercise, so a lot of staying down and I don't know, just switching gears and trying to go from sitting around doing desk job work and resting and healing up to being on camera and talking a whole lot. Guess I kind of hit a rough patch there. Thank you very much. So, I don't even know if this stream will just constitute just 2 doors and then I head back out again. And the thing is that I have a really early morning tomorrow as well, so we'll see how that goes. Thank you for all your well wishes over there to various degrees. Anyways, we have visited Tio for the eggs and the milk. Let's see what we get from Alyssa here. Hi, Estelle. Still can't get over how cool Joshua was yesterday. I want to hear him play the harmonica again. You know what I forgot to do ever since getting back from vacation? Yeah. You'll be lucky to get that out of him. He won't even talk now. He hasn't said a word since we heard him playing. What? For real? Yeah. Maybe it was my fault for taking his harmonica without permission and trying to play it too. Oh, you silly thing. Listen, Estelle? Joshua doesn't seem to want to talk about it, but it feels to me like he's had some kind of painful experience that's bothering him. So... Oh, I know. You do? He's got something serious on his mind, I can tell. Sometimes I look at him and he looks like he's really in pain about something. But I don't think I'll be able to help him with whatever it is, even if I knew. So, that's that. How little you knew at that time, Estelle. I just want to try and cheer him up on my own way for now. That's really sweet of you. Anyway, give me some dragon beans. What? Like coffee beans? And you're gonna be using those for... That's a secret! You're so weird, Estelle. Well, okay. Hold on a sec. I'll go get some. Here you go. Dragon beans! Whew, that's everything I need. All that's left is to put them together, and... Mistwald, here I come! Estelle, what are you planning? I'll show you later. You might pass out from surprise, though. You know what? I think I'm okay with not knowing. Anyway, see you later. I wish he told me. Maybe I'll stop by for a bit. The clock tower. The destined location. Oh! It is young Estelle! What are you doing here? Oh, hi, Mr. Mayor. Were you thinking about playing in the clock tower? Repairs on it were finally finished last month. Yeah, I know. The artisans of the town all put their heads together to try and make it as close to the original as possible. They tried to use as many of the original materials as they could, too. So, what do you think? It almost looks exactly like it did, doesn't it? I guess. don't really remember it all that well, though. You know, looking at this clock tower fills me with a magical energy. Makes me feel like everyone in Roland, no, like everyone I've ever met, is supporting this town and wishing it well. It does? That's why this spot is really important to me. Oh. I gotcha. You just wait, Joshua. I'm gonna go catch me the Bug of Legends. Pardon? Estelle? Full speed ahead. Whatever was that about? I can smell the scent of my prey. Somewhere around here should be good. I'm going with this one. It's just screaming, pick me. La la la. And done. Oh, that's how you get a Combi. Or no, is Combi one of the ones that come out of the tree? Nah, she's going for a Heracross. There you go. Absolutely goated. Today's the day Joshua loves bugs. I mean, this bug is legendary. He's in for the shock of his life. Have there been any legendary bugs? There has to have been, but that'd probably be outside of my purview of off-the-top memory. Yeah. That doesn't look like a bug. Thank you for everything. Ah! That sounded like Estelle. Did something happen to her? No, it might not have. It's Estelle, so she probably just tripped. But no. Whatever may or might have happened to her, it's got nothing to do with me anymore. She's got nothing to do with me anymore. Damn it! This is mine! You can't have it! Go away! Shoo! Shoo! Don't come any closer! Are you listening to me? Ha! What? Get behind me. Oh boy. Whoa, that was... What was that evil eye? That evil eye was like a screen wipe. I want that evil eye. Come on, man. Genesect, if you count mythicals. Maybe. I don't really know what counts as legendary in the later generations. Whew. This is about as much as I can do with my current stamina. They ran away? Joshua? What is wrong with you? Huh? What are you even doing this far in a place this dangerous? Did you even stop and think what might happen? You're a child! Don't put yourself in unnecessary danger! Why do you never stop to think before diving headfirst into anything? For once in your life, try and look before you leap. Otherwise... Joshua? Ha! You came at just the right time. That's not funny. If I hadn't, look at this. She did get the hair across. Let's go! I finally caught one. This is it. This is the Bug of Legends. That's right. We've been playing The Legend of Bugs, Trails in the Honey this whole time. What? It's huge. Isn't it cool? Joshua. if something bad happened to you in the past, but you don't want to talk about it, then I'm not gonna force you to. I'll just wait until you feel ready to talk about it with me. That sincere smile. Till then, I'll be right by your side waiting. The other thing I'll do is give you this bug, so cheer up, okay? You're telling me that bug's somehow legendary? Because I don't see what's so impressive about it. What? But it's huge! This is the most awesome bug in the entire world. Nope. Not in the slightest. You just wait. I'll find a bug that'll amaze you, even if I have to search forever and ever. So you just wait right here. You amaze me more than any bug ever will. Oh, look at that. Looks like there's been a breakthrough. Because I can't believe how much I've changed because of you. You're such a strange girl. It was then that I made a promise to myself. It was for my own good and no one else's. The only condition by which I could permit something as unnatural as me to be allowed to live in this peaceful world. Doing so was the most cowardly thing I could have possibly done, but I hope you can forgive me. I was more concerned about that than about continuing to deceive myself. The fact that Estelle was so, unstoppable. She just did not care about anything. She just kept charging through. Anyways, on the final day... Wait, the final day? The final day of what? What was Joshua counting? Because this looks like the end of, way after SC happened. She almost died for a bug? Apparently. You kept mentioning that we didn't know what Joshua was really thinking about throughout FC and SC. Yeah? That sounds about right. Wow. I can't believe how many people came to see us off. Thanks for coming. Means a lot that you came to be here with us. So, as I think you all know, Joshua and I are going to be away from Liberal for a while. We'll be traveling around the continent doing our bracer work from various guilds in the countries we visit. Throughout all of it, Joshua never really considered Estelle his sister. No one's replacing Karin. Yep, that is definitely what I thought. As soon as Estelle said that she was his older sister, and he said that she could never be, that's immediately where my mind went, that Karin always took that spot, and Estelle could never take that place. We might be away for quite some time, too. Right now, we intend to travel across basically the whole continent. But one day, we will come back here to Roland. We promise. Yeah, we will. We'll make sure we've grown so much that you won't be able to believe your eyes when we come back, too. Hooray! I can't believe you decided all of this on your own without ever consulting your loving papa. Oh, didn't they? They did not. They made taking time off to come see them a real pain, let me tell you. Sorry about that, Dad. We realize we didn't give you much notice with this. It's something we discussed seriously, though. Hopefully you'll be able to believe what we're doing is for the best. As long as you've given serious thought to what you're doing, you have my support. So go out there and do what you want to. I'll always be here, right here, waiting for you. Good to hear. Thanks, Dad. You're both veteran bracers at this point, so I'm sure you don't need much in the way of advice. Instead, I'll keep this simple. From now on, it'll be up to you to decide what you need to learn and what you need to know. Focus on improving your powers of discernment. That's all I'll say. We'll be sure to take it to heart. Life as a bracer is very different in other countries compared to how it is here, as I'm sure you were about to find out. But the fundamentals are the same. Just do as we taught you here, and I'm sure you'll be just fine. Thanks. I'm sure all you were taught will come in handy if we ever find ourselves in a bind. Oh, I'm sure you'll be able to handle anything you find yourselves up against. We taught you ourselves, after all. Follow your hearts with your heads held high. You'll be just fine. That means a lot to us. We can't thank you enough for all you've taught us over the years, and I'm sure it will keep coming in handy in the future too. For real, we really owe you two. Oh, there's no need to thank me. I've just done what I always can as your big sister. Don't drink or eat anything that seems funny while you're away, Estelle. Make sure you brush your teeth before bed too, and that you don't get so caught up in your work you forget to shower. And easy now, Stella. She's not a child anymore, you know. She knows how to take care of herself. I hope she can. Because if you don't look after yourself, Estelle, I'll be showing up in your dreams. The scary part is, I wouldn't put it past you to find a way to do that. Don't worry. That really won't be necessary, I swear. You take good care of her too, Joshua. And remember, there's always a job available for you at my shop if you want it. So come back safely, you hear? I will. Please take care of yourselves while we're away. I don't want you to go, Estelle. You won't forget about me, will you? Come on now, stop crying. Of course I won't. We've settled in, and wherever we end up next, we'll write to you right away, okay? Look after Alyssa while I'm away, okay, Tio? I will. You make sure not to let Joshua get away while you're out of the country too, okay? Huh? Duly noted. Do you two really have to go? Joshua. Bleh. Oh, look at that. You got the twins crying buckets now, too. The little ones that Joshua gently set down while they were still a baby. No surprise this would be hard on them. You have been looking after them since they were babies. Of course they'll miss you. I've got tons of great memories with them to keep me company while we're away, thankfully. It's probably going to be a while before we can see any of you again. But you'll never leave our thoughts. Promise. I'm gonna miss you. The Bose-bound airliner will be departing shortly. All passengers, please board the airship at this time. Oh dear, looks like we're out of time. Well then, take care of yourselves. We will. You too, sir. Joshua? Have you made up your mind then? I have. I want to be Joshua Bright, after all. I know the name distinction might not be a big deal in the eyes of others, but it is for me. It's part of me taking the first and most difficult step on this journey. It's part of making choices only I can make for myself. By the time we come back home, I want to have the strength to proudly declare living the rest of my life alongside you, Estelle, and everyone in Roland. Even after taking that first difficult step, it's not like I can guarantee it'll get any easier. Maybe on some days it'll be so hard that I'll want to give up. Right now, I am more than happy to go out there and find my own path to walk. If I can do that, I can finally feel like I'm working towards becoming the person I want to be. Very well then. That's the kind of positive attitude I wanted to see. It suits you. Thanks. That's the best compliment you could have possibly given me. I swear, what is it with the men in our family? Would it kill the two of you to talk so that the rest of us can understand what you're saying? But whatever. Come on, Joshua, get on board, or you're gonna be left behind. I'm coming. Well, see you around. Estelle, when you come back here next, I'm gonna be a bracer just like you. I am. Now that I want to see. You don't think I can do it, can't do you? I'm serious. By the time you get back, I'll be a bracer, I swear. I think I want to become one too. So, don't worry. We'll be back, we promise. I can't wait to work you two to the ground as co-workers. I'll be counting on you to have my back. So, don't let us down, okay? I won't! Never forget there's always a home for you here. No matter how long you're away, that will never change. We won't. Thanks, Dad. We'll see you later. Bye-bye! Joshua definitely saw Estelle as something a little different. I see. He just really kept going by with the sibling dynamic for Estelle's sake. That sounds about right. Keeping up appearances and just not trying to not complicate things. But the entire time, it really did seem like Joshua was the one keeping up with, like, he was the one that was strictly kept seeing her as a sibling, but that whole time, it looked like from that moment onwards, there was a little bit more going on under the hood. He was just, so good at pretending and, fooling himself that it seemed so one-sided at that time. Anyways, the departure side story is finished. We got memory, and we got 8,000 Mira. I really gotta start looking at all that special quartz to see what exactly. So, what does memory do? Door locations are shown on the mini-map? Like, entrances and exits? Or these doors? Fascinating. Anywho, let's go ahead and look for the door for the girl who likes fishing. Ah yeah, the 20 kinds of foods, I've already done that. The girl who loves to fish. Alright, let's see what Estelle door number 2 has to give us. Bring to me the girl that loves to fish. Only then shall the door open. Open the door. Estelle's sun door is pretty short. Could be. Oh no, am I about to get skill issued? Welcome to the sun door, baby. I'm just watching you from out here. I shall grant you memory fragment and my blessing. That's not ominous at all, but could be. Once upon a time, there was a girl called Estelle Bright, who absolutely loved fishing. Meanwhile, in Gransel, there existed a group of dedicated men and women who prided themselves on the sport. They were called the Fishermen's Guild. What else could it possibly be called but fate? There were the two paths to cross. This is their peculiar story. Chapter 1. Our story begins at the lakeside. At the side of Illyria Lake lies a quiet little place by the name of Kingfisher Inn. Seeking a break from her work, Estelle decided to visit for some well-deserved relaxation. At first, she had gotten exactly that. The fishing lover she was, she decided to borrow some gear from the inn and make her way out onto the pier to enjoy some quality time there. She saw one successful catch after another, and before long, her bucket was teeming with fish. But then there was Lloyd, a member of that one and only Fishermen's Guild, who happened to be at that very same inn, and on that very same day. He was having the opposite of young Estelle's lucky streak. The moment he had arrived, he had set off in a boat to begin fishing. But try as he did, he hadn't managed to catch so much as a single fish. Now feeling thoroughly defeated, Lloyd motioned back towards the inn. Upon his boat approaching the pier, however, he caught sight of none other than a very pleased Estelle rejoicing the size of her most recent catch. This sight was all it took to give rise to Lloyd's competitive nature. Now thoroughly fired up, he approached her and challenged her to a special kind of duel. And that's why I want to challenge you to a 5-round angler's duel. A what now? A 5-round angler's duel. It's a special kind of competition we fishermen take part in, where they stake their pride and honor on the outcome. Once a member of the Fishermen's Guild mentions those words, there can be no turning back. The duel must take place. So let us do battle with our finest fishing tackle on the line. I feel like I'm getting dragged into something completely nutso. Hate to break it to you, but I don't have any stellar fishing tackle to bet on this. All my stuff was borrowed from the inn. Then you don't need to bet anything at all. That's fine. This duel is more for my own good than yours, and I intend to see it through, no matter what. Doesn't sound like I got much choice but to go along with this, huh? Well, hello there. Damn, Lloyd is so generic he doesn't even get eyes. No portrait, no eyes. You're on, Buster! Versus Master Fisherman Lloyd. Estelle and Lloyd will fish off in a 5-round duel of the century. Both will take turns fishing. Whoever has the most points at the end of 5 rounds will be declared the winner. When it is Estelle's turn, you'll be prompted to choose a rod and a bait to use. Certain baits can only be used with certain rods. After choosing, the game begins. When the mark appears, quickly press confirm to catch the fish. Certain fish can only be caught with certain baits, and in addition, some fish can only be used as bait to catch other fish. Different varieties of fish are worth different amounts of points, making trying to catch more valuable ones the key to success. More valuable ones are more likely to escape, but don't let that deter you. Contrary to the illusion, this ain't no pom-pom party. You have to be basically perfect to win. Puyo Puyo, that is the art style that I was thinking about. Looking at Estelle with the eyes and the ginormous hands. It's Puyo Puyo. That's great. Some someone really said, hey, let's commission artists to make our characters in different art styles for these mini games, and it is hitting. They're never missing. You open the door, you're on the floor, you're being mauled. Open the door, you're on the floor, you're being mauled by a dinosaur. What is that a reference to? Is that a reference to Dragon Ball Z Abridged, or some Team 4-star thing? So, is there one exact way to go about doing this? Or can I kind of freestyle it? Which rod should I use? I get the feeling that I should catch something small or medium, and then follow that up with a metal rod trident. I probably can't. It's literally the strat usually is shared, or using the progress rod to catch a salmon or trout. So then, should I bring up my my navigator to tell me the best strategy? Use the metal rod to catch a snakehead, or whatever it's called. Okay. So that's the progress rod with the earthworm. Here goes! Aha! Using my intermittent tapping method still works. This one's a biggin'. Got a trout. Okay, so I got a trout. Then use a metal rod to catch a snakehead, whatever it's called. That was a quote someone said while a stream you watched was playing Dino Crisis some year back. Game comes back to you time to time. I see. Wonder how my opponent's doing. Alright, Lloyd, what you got? A good catch! Alright. Don't get cocky. I'm just getting started. Alright, so it's the progress rod and then the metal rod to use the trout. Ah! Almost missed that one. Woo! This is a big one. Snakehead! And how's Lloyd doing? So, do I just repeat that again? Metal rod, trout... no, not metal rod. Progress rod, trout, metal rod, get the snakehead. This can't be happening. Okay. Earthworm! Oh no! Well, damn. My intermittent tapping strategy did not pay off for me. We're both not doing very well, are we? Okay. Not bad. Alright, I got a cart. Uh-oh. Looks like he's gonna get a big one. Woo! 157. I'm just getting started. Alright, let's use that trout, baby. Okay, we caught something. This is a big one. All right, what's Lloyd gonna pull up? Surely it can't be more than 220. That was a close one. I won! So I lost. What a battle. You fought admirably, Estelle. No shame in losing against someone as talented as you. Here, I want you to have this. A silver-colored lure. Lure made out of argem. I couldn't possibly take this. It looks so expensive. No can do. Those are the rules. I challenged you to a duel while putting this on the line, and I was defeated. If you refuse to accept it, that will bring me even greater shame that I already face. So please, accept it. Well, if you really insist. Thus, Estelle accepted the silver lure from Lloyd. No feeling bliss thanks to her victory, she was also blissfully unaware of what fate had in store for her. Ominous. The fishing set in 5,000 Mira. Oh, chapter 2? Can I leave the door and save and then go straight back to chapter 2? You don't know if I'm automatically booted to the next battle, but I hope I'm not. A lot of people get frustrated with the later ones. So, should I leave, save, and then attempt chapter 2? Or should I save that for later? Is there any way to get better prepared for it? If people are getting frustrated by it, then it sounds like it's going to be a heck of a time. So, leave door, save. Oh no. I was so focused on catching a wink that I didn't actually fill up my water. I'll leave you. There we go. We got some Kirby's and we got the super fine robot too. I'm glad I picked that up while I was out. Leave the door. The best course of action is based on whether or not you think you can make decent progress on the next plane. Try to get the next 2 plot beats done on that plane. Alright, so... Well, the door is here, so we might as well. I mean, to be fair, just look at the thumbnail on this stream. Never has a thumbnail been more appropriate, you know? Start from chapter 2, baby! In the capital. Today was yet another day in which Estelle found herself roaming the north block of Grand Cell City's sewers. Her objective was simple, defeat a wanted monster for the guild. But down there, she found more than just monsters. In addition to the nasties she'd become accustomed to braining on a regular basis, she also came face to face with a young noblewoman whose delicate demeanor couldn't have looked more out of place. Estelle certainly had expected this. "What are you doing down here?" she asked. The woman tittered and responded as if the answer were the most obvious thing in the world. What else? Fishing, of course. Noblewoman's name was Norsh. Norshe. And as it turned out, she was a member of the Fisherman's Guild. Do you really have to fish here of all places, though? I mean, what if monsters find you? Estelle made up her mind to try and escort the woman back to the city with her. But Norshe had other ideas, and she refused to budge from what she felt was a prime fishing spot. The two were soon locked in a battle of pure stubbornness. Neither would simply back down gracefully, as it wasn't in their natures. It was in the middle of a heated argument when the silver lure Estelle kept on her person fell from her pocket. Goodness! Is that the famous silver lure? One of the 3 famed fishing tackles? Where in Idios' name did you obtain such a thing? I don't know anything about any famous fishing tackles, but I guess you need this guy here? I won it from Lloyd. Exclamation points! So you fought an angler's duel against him, did you? I'd intended to challenge him to one myself when the time was right, but I never imagined he would be defeated before then. Okay, I am so lost right now. Very well. I shall challenge you to a 10-round angler's duel in his place. 10 rounds? Listen, lady. I will not accept no for an answer. Let us begin. Wait a sec. Oh wow. Norshe looks more distinct. She actually looks like she could be a character. Show me what you can do. Oddly enough, Lloyd does become a unique-looking NPC in a future game. By him being the only NPC to use that design. Interesting. Alright, what's the strat? Are we doing the same thing? Looks like I've got more options. Is there a guide to all the fishing that I can just look up on my navigator? That way I can just be on my way. Similar strat. Progress, then medal? Okay. Use the progress rod for a carp or crab. Okay. We hit! Not bad. Oh dear. That wasn't very big. Bamboo rod. Okay. 60! Oh no. So, bamboo rod. And then crab. Well, the bamboo rod is new, so I'll use that. Cast off! Aha! Fish it up, Estelle! You've got this! Woo! A granicore! Wonder how my opponent's doing. Alright, so you got 60. You're gonna start pulling out the 150 guys, aren't you? Oh, okay. I'm guessing that I'm about to lose again. All those fishing battles fill you with so much joy. Why is that, Solaris? You're a particularly big fan of fishing in games, or fishing in general? And apparently there's a whole lot of fishing that happens in later games? Gotcha. Anyways. Let's go. Progress rod. Progress me towards a larger catch. Ah! Woo! That would have been close. Alright, what's she getting? It's a hit. Not a huge one. 23 rage. Okay. Alright, so I completely forgot what I... Uh-oh. So it's the bamboo rod and crab with a carp and metal rod. Wait. Where did I catch last time? Uh-oh. Did I not get something that I can use as bait for the big stuff? I guess not. Okay, so you need the carp. So you need a carp or crab, and it looks like I don't have either of those. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go back to the progress rod. Yep. Okay. So clearly I shouldn't mash through so I can see what I get. A tiger rockfish. Okay, 53 is still decent. Is this where the RNG starts coming in? If I don't get a carp or crab, then I can't get any of the bigger guys? Oh no! So yeah, I didn't get a carp or crab, so I can't get any of the bigger dudes. Oh well. Back to the progress rod. Oh, I'm out of earthworms. What do I do now that I'm out of earthworms? Do I go with the Piscus heart? Sometimes they can just have hot streaks and you can't catch up to. I anticipate that's going to happen to me sooner rather than later. So, I've run out of earthworms. What is the play? Dumplings, bamboo rod? Okay. That can get me a carp. Okay. A carp! I got a liberal carp. Alright, Norshay. Show me a good one. Show me a 200-point fish. Oh, it's gonna be a big one, alright. $72. Huh. Didn't think that one of the ones that make you sweat would be nearly 72. Oh well, I guess back to the bamboo fishing rod and dumplings. I guess the liberal carp is not the same as a carp. Oh, another liberal carp. And they're getting smaller and smaller. Go easy on me, Norshay. Impossible, she says. Well, more bamboo fishing rod stuff. Sheesh! I'm guessing that a regular carp is much rarer on the dumpling. This can't be happening. Oh, I'm all out of bait for the bamboo fishing rod, which just leaves me with roe and riverbug. So what's the best one to use between these two, roe or riverbug? Or does it even matter? Doesn't matter? Alright, now we're just hitting up the row in honor of my Warrior of Light. Aha! A Yamini. Alright, now you're gonna get like 400 points in 2 casts here. Alright, she's got a hit. 37. Nah, she's gonna pull out 500 points in her next one. Oh, Yamani can be used as bait with which rod? You know what? Why not? Let's see what this gets me. Oh, you can't fish up anything. I see. The Yamani was... Despite the fact that it was a Yamani, it was also a red herring. Yep. Alright. Then we're going back to the bamboo. We're going back to the Piscus heart. Let's use a riverbug. Alright. Something's in here for us to get. Easy peasy. Now watch as she fishes up something worth 300. Please don't lose. Well, it's out of my hands now. In the arms of an angel. Well, this was all Norshay's to lose. Watch her get a 400-point blue marlin. Is that real? Chat, is this real? How could I, of all people, be defeated? Well, you satisfied now? If you are, it's time you came back with me to the city. Trust me, it's not safe down here. You were truly more worried about me than winning the duel, weren't you? No wonder I couldn't defeat you. Now, if you will, kindly accept this. The Goldenrod! Hey, Goldenrod City! Da 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 na 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 ba 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 ba. So shiny! Are you sure I can have this? In fact, I insist. I'd be more troubled if you didn't accept it. These are the laws behind Angler's duels, as you know. Still, kindly remember that you have more to fear than just me. No getting complacent simply because I fell in battle. You're still our guild's leader to defeat, after all. Oh man, is he really that good? Indeed. His name is Mr. Fisher. He is both this guild's founder and its most capable member. Knowing that may incline you to avoid facing him, but don't think you will be so lucky. With the 2 tackles you now possess, he will come for you. A duel with him is nigh, whether you desire it or not. Alrighty then, if you say so. At this point, Estelle still had no idea just how capable this Fisher may prove to be. And while there was a small part of her that couldn't help but regret biting the lure of the Fisherman's Guild, there was a much greater part that she couldn't deny wanting to see where this journey would take her. Plate of Excellence and 5,000 Mira. Nope, let's save it. This is good progress. Progress Rod or Marine Star to Sea Bass. Sea Bass the Metal Trident. Rinse, pray, and repeat. Well, I've got a nun with me, so I've got the prayer handled. Ooh, the final chapter! What is this gonna be, 20 rounds? Battle at Azalea Bay. Along the shore of Gull's Seaside Way, near Rouen, the decisive moment that Norche had foretold was finally to come. Whether their meeting was a coincidence or fated all along, no one could possibly say. Estelle was idly walking along the shore for no particularly adequate reason, and all of a sudden, a single small yacht drew closer and closer. The yacht eased as close to the shore as it could safely get. From the top of it stepped a fine man. He was a gentleman in a tuxedo, the sea extending into the distance behind him, making for an equally elegant backdrop. As soon as she saw him, she knew he was the leader Norche had spoken of. Mr. Fisher, bearer of the title Avid Angler, and known by the nickname of Fishing Baron.
That lure! That rod!
Are you the Fisherman Guild's president?
No! There is no need for words now. I have been awaiting this moment for longer than you could possibly imagine. I challenge you to a 15-round angler's duel immediately.
15? We're gonna be here all day, aren't we?
Let the battle begin!
A man of few words. I respect that. This is it! Reeling them in! Gotta love how they put some respect to their NPCs by giving them this art. Alright. So, what is it? It's, Progress Rod or Marine Star. Shrimp and Polycayete. And what is this? Shrimplet or Polycayete. Okay, I'll just go with the top. And hopefully get a sea bass. Oh my goodness, that came fast. Oh, that's a gold angelfish.
I see my foe is quite capable.
Alright, here he comes in with a 500-point fish.
He can't help but laugh.
Alright, we're going with the Marine Star and the Shrimplet.
I believe in you, Shrimplet.
Oh, we hit it. Easy peasy. Kasago. I'm guessing Kasago is not what I'm looking for. Oh boy, he's hitting. 35, okay. Let me see here. Okay, so I can't use the Kasago. I'm guessing the Kasago does not yield anything. And it's not worth doing anything. Alright, time for the Polycayete with a Progress Rod. Come on! Let's fish up a base and maybe a forte. Ooh, this is sea bass. Claudine. 103 reg. Not bad. Alright. I'm still waiting for that 400 point fish. You can't help but laugh. A basslet. A baselet. Just Estelle like, whoa, this one is so heavy! And then she fishes up base. Alright, so now I'm gonna use the Marine Star and the Polycayete. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but it's fun to say. Polycayete. Oh, we got this. Easy peasy. More Kasago. And once again, Kasago does not... Oh, has to be sea bass with a higher rank fish. Gotcha. Alright. Looks like Mr. Angler is also being cursed with the Kasago. Not bad! Sea bass! Okay, so the sea bass... Let me see here... With the metal trident, okay. Oh no! Gotta make the most of this opportunity, alright. Alright, I gotta lock in and make sure that I actually do this. Ooh, okay, okay. We getting something big? We're getting something big! We're getting a chonker! Woo! 307 Blue Marlin! That's how you do it! Now he's gonna fish up something worth 600. Watch this. Okay. Oh, it's something big! Come to me, my piss-kind friend! 86. Not the worst thing. Alright, so progress rod, polycayete. Or maybe I should stick with the progress rod and shrimplet, because shrimplet really came through with me with that sea bass. Ah! I was none on top of that one. Great blackfish, you're not a sea bass. Alright. Hey, you can't have two sweat-inducing fish in a row. That's cheating. 235! Now we have a competition. Marine Star with the shrimplet. Shrimplet, you're my goat. Let's keep up this pace. Okay. Not bad. Another great blackfish. Go easy, fishing baron! Uh-oh! That's so humiliating! Alright, Marine Star, polycayete. Aha! We're doing it! Sea bass! Casago! More like a casago! 15 reg. Alright. That certainly is an extreme size. Back to shrimplet. I believe in yous! Oh no! I wasn't doing my intermittent tapping. I'm getting soft! I was just waiting. Why was I just waiting? Alright, that's 34 more than... Okay, progress run. I'm giving the shrimplet another try. That was my failure, not the shrimplets. See, I have to do the tapping. I have to stay on top of it. More Casago. That probably would have been the sea bass if I had kept up my intermittent tapping, because if I had missed it that quickly, that probably was a high value target, somewhere 37. All right, polycayete. 5 syllables for good luck. Okay. A gold angel. Oh no, not 11. Oh boy. My luck is just dry. Oh no. All right. We've been given another lease. We have one more attempt to fish up something high value. Okay. Sea bass. Alright, we're still in this. It's still a competition, baby. Alright. Wasn't a big one. We got lucky. Alright, lock-in time. Okay, okay. $365! We are nearly double his score. Okay. Okay. Assuming he doesn't just catch the freaking windfish right now, assuming he doesn't land the Hylian loach itself, I think we win. I think we win. This is the final round, by the way. A 1,000 point great white shark? Is that a thing? Should I try out the Castigo, or do I just go for a sure thing? Does the Castigo catch anything? Go for the sure thing. Alright. One more shrimplet for the road. Okay, so if I get something decent... Okay, I have crested over a 500 lead on him. So if he catches something worth 500, then I'm still going to win. The Castigo does not catch anything. Gotcha. What you gonna find there? What you finding? 235, not bad. If I didn't get that last big fish, then that would have been my loss.
Unbelievable! I had no idea you had proved to be quite so skilled.
Yeah, GG's.
Clearly, the time for adults to be leading the way has passed. I ask that you accept this.
A rainbow-colored fishing line. Okay. This is so pretty. Thank you very much. It's a 6-star. Maybe we'll pull Galacleo with that one.
I can hardly believe the time has finally come for the 3 famed fishing tackles to be gathered in the hands of one owner. You said your name was Estelle, yes?
Yeah, I did, but...
I've made up my mind. Starting today, you will be the new leader of the Fisherman's Guild.
Do I?
What? As for me, I suppose I'll assume the title of Honorary President from this day forward. This is a time for young people like you to take the center stage. I hope you will dedicate yourself as best you can to spreading and furthering fishing culture.
Hold on. You can't just shove that kind of responsibility on someone. I'm not gonna be the leader. After roughly an hour of continuous negotiations in which neither of them wished to back down, Estelle was able to convince Mr. Fisher that the burden of being leader was too great for her, and she was granted an honorary membership in the guild instead. But while Estelle's duels were over, news of what had happened spread like wildfire among fishermen, spawning legends that would persist much longer. Henceforth, whenever they spoke of Estelle, they spoke of her with a new nickname. A fitting nickname for one who had triumphed in such challenging anglers' duels. Estelle, the Supreme Fisher. Cool. The legendary angler Estelle finished. A fisherman's emblem and 5,000 mira. Well, I know where that's going. A fisherman's emblem. Let's see here, what does it do? Proof that Estelle is a supreme fisher. Increases attack range. Move -3? What are you on? What do you mean, move -3? What is the practical use for, well, what are the other options? So it gives her plus 50 attack, plus 1 range, and, so what? Estelle just becomes a magical attacker in this game? I mean, if I wanted to use the Fisherman's Emblem. I don't need to. Anywho. This door is canon, Happens during SC and gets referenced multiple times in later games. Nifty. Man, I can't believe how lucky I got with my own fishing and my opponents deciding not to just win in front of me. Anyways, now that we've got a few side stories out of the way, let's move into the 5th plane. Where are we now? It seems to be another enclosed dimensional space. Luminous labyrinth. Like a giant labyrinth of marble in a rift between dimensions. Or at least, that's how it appears. Yeah, this'll be a blast to go through. We're gonna need to put our backs into this one. Indeed. And quite immediately, too. Eh? Nani? Careful, everyone! Hey, yo! Is that Birkin? What's his name? Resident Evil 2? Anthony Birkin? Am I getting that right? Hold on a second. Resident Evil 2 Birkin. William Birkin, of course. He's got the big arm and he's got the yellow hair. These are dream spiders. They're foul beasts that devours people's dreams and replace them with nightmares. Well, this plane's off to an awesome start. Well, whatever. Let's kick some devil butt. Oh, they actually swarmed around me. All right. I should have gone into the. Should have had a drink of water. Can't cancel. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Alright, Estelle, use your incredible attack power. Yeah! Not the confusion! Joshua, why? William, why? Oh, this is stupid. This is freaking moronic. Well, that attack took a long time. Oh, great. And they can even summon allies, huh? Use Tyrell on yourself. Well, that's one way to cure your confusion. Let's see here. Give Estelle a turn, please! Okay, or don't. She doesn't have Thalos, does she? She does not? Alright. Well, looks like we're popping some KO curing. Okay, Celestial Bomb. It's probably time to use one of these on Joshua. Although I have a feeling I probably should just let myself fall in this fight. You know what? I tried to use the fountain, but it wasn't refreshed yet. That's a possibility. Anyways, which one? I can't do anything. I have a feeling this is just a no-go. Item. A plate of excellence. Faint sleep and petrifying. Faint sleep and curious confused. There you go. Wow, 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 wow. And poor Estelle does not have an AoE craft. You know what? This has just gone so south, and it's so dumb that I am just going to quit out the game here and put a whole bunch of confusion prevention on my party, because that was easily the worst battle I've had in the entire trilogy thus far. The worst! Alright, so what helps me against confusion? Alright, let's go into the shop. Let's see. Poison, blind, confused, so 4 lily necklaces. Give them to each of my people. Let's see, Solar Seal and Black Bangle, so that will become the Lily Necklace. Let's see, Crimson Eye, Feather Brooch, Lily Necklace. Let's see, Blind and Seal. Let's get Seal off of you for the Lily Necklace. Let's see, prevents Blind, prevents Seal. Yeah, let's just go Lily Necklace here. Alright. Now that I know what I'm supposed to be doing, let me just go ahead and skip the, This is the Dream Plane. The enemy is like messing with the character's mind. Now let's give this another try, shall we? And clearly what I need to do is to bunch them all together and take them all out, because these guys like to bring in reinforcements. So let's see, what can I do to help out here? Oh, I can clock them down too. Let's see here. Guess you can clock up yourself. You can clock up yourself. Olivier! You know what? Clock up yourself. Let's see. You know what? Since that's an AoE attack, let's go ahead and make that happen. So many enemies, so little time. And the game is constantly healing them too. I guess we can start with the happy triggers. What I need to do is start getting some death screams online so I can spam that against enemies. Keep up with those 1,000 arrows. Doing pretty decent damage. More happy trigger. And then a quick draw to bring things to a close. Okay. Now things are a little bit less complicated. You can impede with a hard break. Nice. And start with the dual strikes. Actually, I can probably just bully this man now. Not too hard, because he's actually doing decent dams. Can I get this? I don't think I'll be able to get this Tyrol off on Olivier, but that's fine.
Pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
Pitiful souls is right. What other status effects do I have to look out for? Because that just swept upon me. I think that was the last of them. I'm bushed. So, were those the kind of devils that you were talking about back in the garden? More specifically, it's a subspecies of devils known as dream devils. They're said to specialize in attacking the mind, and I think we've confirmed that to be perfectly accurate. Yeah, you got a vision from the Echo, and I just said, nah, I'm closing this up. I'm hitting start select A and B. Gonna need to put in more than our backs at this rate. How about we double check our equipment one last time before we head on? They could have told me that before they put me in the battle where I get hit 4 times in a row with confusion enemies. They could have told me that before they put me into that initial fight. They could have told me. Hey, wait a minute, you can only see half of Kirby. That won't do. They should have told me that before they put me up against the army of confusion. Is my crash out valid, chat? There's no such thing as being too cautious. No, but apparently there's such a thing as just throwing you into the fire. Straight into the fire. Alright. Hardest fight in the world.
That's that. Let's move out.
I'm talking to dolls. I've lost my mind. Don't call yourself a doll. I saw you wrote there, James. His passing brought great sorrow to all but one, his son, who was acutely aware that no one could surpass his father's talent. More than he despised carpentry, he despised the crushing weight of his father's name. Interesting. Get back here, William. 2 Williams! Sounds like a one of those raid mode shenanigans. Alright, how much damage do you do with your soul blurs? Oof. Stop the suck! How much does your soul blur do? You've got an insta-kill turn over there. Which one of you has it? You? Let's see, Evil Eye EX. Get Evil Eye. You resisted it and you wasted your turn casting. I appreciate that. Absolute Chad behavior. Allow me to reward you. No good deed. Excuse me? That man took 1 damage from a soul blur. I'm gonna be cooked. The evil breath!
That's that. Let's move out.
Thank you for the level ups. The level ups allow me to spam Eeps. You're next. Well, we had fun tonight. What do you mean, your turn? Oh dear. Well, these guys certainly are a whole lot more resistant. Are they resistant to all damage? Anyways, Olivier is gonna hit you in the freaking brain. Oh, it's turned into Agate. Now, okay, now they have regular defenses. Yeah, now they have regular defenses. I guess they have super defenses until they assume a different form. Or do they? No, they do. There's probably some damage threshold going on here. Dragon Dive? What is that even about? Must have been the 100 EP, must have been the 100 craft point version. Hello. All may set foot within this door till they claim to its rewards. However, you first must overcome a trial. Should this fail to deter you, open the door and step inside. Okay, let's heal up and see what you've got for me. Let's see. Latier. There's a battle door? This is a lore door? You think you know which one it is too? So, do I have enough time to look into it? You're very welcome for me. You're very welcome for the early warning. I'm fine, thank you. This is the last plane that puts me into a fight immediately. All right then. The "you're next" is a little ominous. You used to say that to people in high school, and people stopped messing with you after. I mean, yes, that could be vaguely misconstrued. They're all pretty short, 10 to 15 minutes each. Okay. So I'm guessing I will need to do a fight, but then afterwards I get lore. Maybe. Star Chamber. Here it comes! Overcome the trial before you! Then I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing! Was this the same music when I fought the first door at Tita? Alright. Well, let's give you the heavenly strike, shall we? Can I get all of you? Can I get all of you? Nope. Looks like the man in the back is gonna have to sit out on the pain. Oh well.
Upon the golden wings of Saturn.
Hell yeah. Let's see. Now we're going to... Ah! It's been so long since we've heard this.
God, come on.
Come on! You know what? We're just gonna Phantom Raid. Why not? You got the morale going. And then... Requiem Hearts is too small. Your tail is small, Olivier! Dang. Look at all these damn turds! Was that petrification?
Have mercy.
Okay. I'm gonna try one more time, but I don't think I have enough damage to get through this. Yeah, I don't have enough damage to get through this. Thank you for the warning. Check your equipment, guys! Check your equipment is such a vague thing. Tell me what I'm checking my equipment for! God damn it. Alright, well, what can I even do here? Let's see, I can use a craft, I can... Can I clock down? No. Yeah, Josh was not one of my downer clockers. Evil Eye. So can I get more than one person in a flicker? Nah, not looking like it. Yeah, I'll probably need to equip petrification. I'll probably need to hop out and get some petrification stuff. Or I can look into getting the Hell Shout and maybe get lucky with that one. Yep. I think the play here is to run out and get a whole bunch of petrification. Prevention. Do I have any already in my inventory? Lunar Seal and Super Gladiator Headband. The thing is, I need to be able to live through it in order to get there. But first, let's see what's in the upper left corner of this area, rightly, first of all. A lighter. Oh yes, a lighter, the thing that prevents freezing. That'll help me against petrification. Someone used to keep his magazine stash in there. Jiraiya, that you? Is that a Kelpie? Nope, it's just a nightmare. It's a nightmare, you guys. It's a mayor that's night attuned, and he gives you nightmares. Ain't these game developers wonderful? Not the hindering horn. Down. Ah, that's right. And then there's nothing over here. You could S-Break immediately as the fight starts and keep spamming S-Break to prevent enemies from getting turns. So it's the Lunar Seal and the Super Gladiator that boosts the rate, not auto CP. Well, let's see what I've got. Now, I know the one Super Gladiator thing I got went to... I went to Agate. It's the Lunar Seal. So, you got the Solar Seal. And my Lunar Seal is on Kevin. So, hopefully I can pick those off of him. So let's see. Let's go ahead and... Oh wait, I can just do things for my party right here, can't I? Now I'm in the base. Kevin, give me that Lunar Seal. Agate. Give me that Super Gladiator headband. CP recovery rate rises in battle. Alright. Time for Joshua to jotch all over the place. Let's see, so we got the Lunar Seal on him, and the Super Gladiator headband. Alright! Let's see what this does for me. Ah. Well, everyone's got Lily headbands except for Joshua, so... We should be fine to bully using regular attacks. Olivier levels up. That's good. Stronger Olivier is a better world. First, overcome a trial! It's jotchin' time! And then I jotched all over the place. Ah, you posted all of the key arts. I'll have to look at those afterward. Anyways, time for Joshua to start jotching. Oh dear. After the torture I went through in the first attempt, this is just as well. I have no qualms doing this. Back to the gates of Gehenna with you all. Think about your lives. That was so damn satisfying. Alright, and I guess it depends on what this guy's capable of. Heals those who attack it. Oh, but when its HP gets low, okay, so... I shouldn't be taking this guy too easily. So, Estelle... Put him out of his misery. Alright, give me that sweet lore. You have overcome the trial. The Shai grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. Hey, it's the tower theme. Orbments are devices that use the orbal energy contained within Septium to cause a variety of useful effects. It has only been a little over half a century since they were first invented, but even in such a short time, they have already revolutionized the world as we know it. From daily necessities, such as lighting and heating, to tanks and other similar weapons used to defend our nations, orbments are used in just about every facet of our lives. In fact, it's now hard to imagine life without them. So much of what we take for granted in life now involves them in some way. and it is to proliferate and advance the development of these orbits that we exist. We, the Epstein Foundation. Our foundation was first established in year 1155 of the Septian calendar, the year after Professor Epstein's passing. It was created by his brilliant-minded disciples in order to honor his wishes. The foundation is based on his home state of Le Mans, where it remains in operation to this day. It was rather limited in size in the beginning, and its attempts to spread orbital technology was initially met with little success. Sensing that the professor's dream would never be realized at the rate they were going, 3 key researchers left Le Mans to try and spread the seeds of orbital technology across the continent themselves. One was Professor G. Schmidt, a professor who had gained a fine reputation of his own for his skill in the field of mechanical engineering, went around and visited corporations in various nations to persuade them of the benefits of orbits. The second was Professor L. Hamilton. Mindful of the technology gap between regions, she long believed it was rural and remote areas that needed orbit technology more than any other. I have a feeling the third name is going to sucker punch us. As such, she enlisted the help of the Bracer Guild, which already had a close relationship with the Foundation. Oh, really? The Bracer Guild and the E Foundation were like this, huh? Okay. And formed a mission with the intent of promoting and spreading the technology where applicable. The professor herself also toured the regions with the aim of spreading public awareness and laying foundations for others to build on in the future. The third was Professor A. Russell. Do we know what the A stands for? Chat analysis. Now known far and wide as the father of the orbital revolution. Albert. You know, a very smart man being named Albert is not outside the realm of possibility at any given time. Professor Russell returned to his home nation of Liberal and continued to work tirelessly to advance orbit technology there. Within a year of returning, he had set up the Zeiss Engineering Factory, now known as Zeiss Central Factory /ZCF, and created the first orbit to be made outside Le Mans State. 3 years later, the reigning king of Liberal at the time, Edgar III, visited the factory to inspect it, and he decided to donate a large amount of money to further its research. With His Majesty's endorsement, orbits began to spread like wildfire throughout the kingdom, bringing such prosperity that the people of other nations were filled with envy. Up until then, most people didn't see orbits in a particularly positive light, but their success in Liberal changed those impressions virtually overnight. One nation after another began to reach out to our foundation to share orbit technology, and both our foundation's financial and social standing became that much more secure. In the eyes of the world, the orbital revolution was a sudden, far-reaching transformation, but it was only because of years of reaching out to people and diligent, largely unnoticed research that it was able to happen at all. Yep. That's why marketing is so important. Half of it is a good product, the other half is marketing. That is the, that is the sad truth of just about anything these days. The Foundation's activities center around the following 3 guiding principles. 1. Carrying out fundamental research on orbits. 2. Spreading orbital technology and informing the public of its benefits. 3. Contributing to world peace through technology. Yes. Now then, let's discuss each of these 3 guiding principles in more depth. 1. Carrying out fundamental research on orbments. The Foundation's most important mission is, naturally, the improvement and development of orbital technology. The fundamental principles behind how orbments work need no improvement as such, but their architectures, their internal structures, have been improved upon countless times in the past, and will surely continue to be perfected by the curious mind as the years go on. Orbment's architecture concerns the mechanical parts inside them, such as the cogs and screws, and there is still plenty of room for change as this new technology develops. The cogs and the screws put me on a Professor Frank track of mine. These improvements can reap great rewards, but the research necessary to make them is known to be as lengthy as it is expensive. As a result, companies who prioritize profit over all else are less inclined to pursue them. That makes our Foundation's research all the more important from a social perspective. 2. Spreading orbital technology and informing the public of its benefits. 2 other important goals of the Foundation are to spread orbital technology as widely as possible and to educate the public on the correct way to use it. While orbments have become part of the daily lives of most who live in advanced nations and populated urban areas, the reality in remote and mountainous regions is very different. To counter this, we have long worked to send missions of engineers and bracers to these regions to try and better the standard of living for these people, and will continue to do so. We also continue to work on other ways to spread awareness of orbital technology, such as working closely with the Septian Church to have it added to the curriculum of Sunday school classes. Church and state much? Contributing to world peace through technology, yes. Tell me more about this. It is to pursue this noble yet extremely difficult goal that the Foundation has had a close relationship with the Bracer Guild ever since its initial founding. The Guild was established as an international peacekeeping organization and can mediate on conflicts between nations from a neutral point of view, making it essential to the stability of our world as it stands. The Epstein Foundation continues to back them up fully in their cause, both with financial aid and using the fact that Le Mans State is the only place where tactical orbments are produced to provide them with equipment. Just as well, this relationship also provides ideal feedback towards tweaking the quality of tactical orbments as they are used in combat too. Every machine and every invention goes through a long, grueling process behind the scenes before eventually reaching its finished, refined form, and tactical orbments are no exception. Then, in S1190, our Foundation unveiled the Orbital Network Project, which will be implemented in partnership with the ZCF. Said project aims to join all of Zemuria together with a single united communications network, but our hope is that it will do much more than that. So, Internet. Medieval fantasy Internet. Our hope is that it will help to realize a peaceful world through communication. There's no more of a cautionary tale than real life. Sadly, Orbment's relationship with peace as a concept has become somewhat complicated. Are they aiding in its realization, or are they doing the exact opposite? I'm gonna shut up and let them cook. Professor Epstein expressed his hopes that their ability to realize the limitless looping of energy would be able to bring lasting peace to the world. Instead, recent years have thoroughly betrayed these hopes, and the post-revolution world has been a chaotic one indeed. The conflict between Liberal and Erebonia, for one, made significant use of orbital weaponry, airships included. It seems beyond a doubt that orbital weaponry will continue to become more and more advanced, making war an even more tragic event than ever. In the face of all this, how should we go about trying to create a peaceful world? We believe the best way to do this is to rely on the power of communication and a means to do so with people of different nationalities and races. If these people can more easily interact and more easily deepen their understanding of one another, perhaps that will allow us to create the world we all so dearly desire. In the end, one thing is for certain: our challenges to try and realize Professor Epstein's ideals are only just beginning. The Epstein Foundation finished. Woo! Art imitates life. It's a story that practically writes itself. I've already beaten you up. I do not need to prove anything twice. Alright, don't need you getting any sort of leg up on me. Nicely done. Good teamwork. That Foundation owner sounded like a real idealistic dude. I'm sure that when you think about it, when it came to all of his ideals, he had a list that I would love to see for myself. And finish. Alright, in order to close out the fight, I had to have, I'd have Estelle do a thing. Joshua, come on, man! When you miss, that's when you're Joshua. Wow. Might as well give you 3 turns in a row. Anyways, I'm gonna break you. Hard style. Man, I am just hovering around that damage threshold, aren't I? The Ugetsu Zanshin. Here's some funky music playing from within the chest, but you do not see any instruments. Who? I don't think any of my people... Nope. Think that's the Julia and Chloe weapon. Hello, sir. Oh, okay. You're just gonna goddamn turn. You're just gonna get a double turn right off the bat. That's fair. Just hit me with that double turn. Hard to hit, okay. Oh, and it isn't always a guaranteed thing that you're going to petrify me. Alright then. Alright. Okay. We have some fun. I kind of want to use Olivier to get Reese back up. Do not knock her back down. Thank you. Will you survive? The answer is no, you ain't surviving.
I was not prepared.
Should have healed Reese.
Piece of cake.
Supreme Cloak and Dagger? Who learned Supreme Cloak and Dagger? Supreme Cloak and Dagger. Status Break. Family Strike. Wheel of Time. Requiem Hearts. Oh, it was Joshua. Joshua has Cloak and Dagger. Things will definitely get easier the further I progress in this plane. How do you figure? Do enemies stop doing horse balls? Better resources? What does better resources mean? Not deagate! Yeah, this guy needs to go down fast like. Oh, not the rail cannon. What do you mean by better resources? Moa Sepith! That's some good resources right there. There was once an heir to a... There was once an heir to a kingdom who allowed everyone a piece of meat from a boar and up of wine, and a cup of wine, provided, of course, they found the quay to a secret cellar underground. Finding it was no main feat. Okay. There was once an heir to a kingdom who allowed everyone a piece of meat from a boar and up of wine. I don't know what up of wine mean. I mean, I'm guessing that's cup of wine. Provided, of course, they found the quay to a secret cellar underground. The key to a cellar underground. Finding it was no mean feat. I think that treasure chest actually did psychic damage to me in real life.
We're good to go.
As an English major, I feel personally attacked right now. Hell yeah! Nothing makes Estelle viable like crit turns. Joshua, can you not? Oh, you got that crit turn coming up, do you? Oof. Oh, fantastic. Well, at least it's not a one-shot. It's not a one-shot, I can manage it. Your parent used arts, how about no?
99.
There was once an heir to a kingdom who allowed everyone a piece of meat from a lad? Oh, that's a typo. From a lad. Who is this lad that they're all taking pieces of meat from? Hopefully they're talking about a butcher who he bought his stock of and not directly from a lad. The lad is Olivier. Olivier's meat is known all throughout the kingdom. I knew it. Everyone gets a taste of Olivier's meat. Ooh. Speaking of Olivier. Cry into my chest. That's something Olivier would say. Have you taken psychic damage from a chest? Cry into my chest. Well, I think Olivier's meat is gonna be the new meme. Okay. Sneak up on you. And I failed to do that, even though he was not turning around at all. Let's see. Evil Eye. Delay them! Alright, what's the skinny on you? Dreamed evil that slowly corrupts people. Its attacks are deadly, but beating it may pay off. Okay, so you're a little weak to yellow magic, and I don't have any on Reese. Hold on a second. Does this guy have really high defenses? Dark matter. I'm gonna hit you with dark matter. Hey yo! Am I not supposed to fight this guy? He punched out all my blood. Yeah, I've been doing no damage to this guy. I don't think I'm supposed to fight him. Oh. A ceiling stone? That thing sure is pretty. Is this some kind of septium? No, it's what's known as a ceiling stone. You were inside one just like this when we found you. I was? Are we gonna find someone in this one too? Without a doubt. You wouldn't have any inkling as to who it could be, would you? Let me think. It'd be nice if it was Dad. Oh my god! Having Cassius in the party would just be game over. You just put him in the party and it would be like second chapter Thunder God Kick, but he knocks out everything on the screen by moving. But I doubt we get that lucky. Yeah. It sounds as though there are a number of possibilities, and the fastest way to find out which one rings true is to take it back to the garden. Then let's go. The people you bring all have different guesses. Tia, for example, suggested maybe her grandfather. Well, imagining that's Cassius would be overpowered, but if Russell were in there and he joined our party, that would have been the end of the game. He would have soloed everything. The Lord of Phantasma, the Schwartz Ritter, they would all fall underneath Professor Russell's might. Let me see. You know what? I'm just gonna go back, and I'm gonna heal up, and then I'll pop it open. So who am I thinking? That's a good question. Because, we already have the essentials, don't we? So this one is kind of a toss-up, isn't it? I have two thoughts. Well, I have two thoughts. Based off of the intro, it could either be Richard or Ren, because those two pop up in the intro in some significant capacity, because there's a part where it flashes by Joshua and Estelle, and then for some reason Richard is there, and then Ren is also there, so that gives me the inclination that those two might become party members. It'd be wild to have a major boss of the previous game and the major antagonist of the first game be in our party, and that would just bring to mind how powerful are they going to be? But there's only one way to know. The PS2 startup. Only one way to know. Who's it gonna be? And we opened up a door that leads into the next part of the plane. What? That looks like it couldn't be. Could it? You gotta be kidding me. Hey! I shot my shot and there it goes. Ugh, a stun grenade. Who goes there? Speak your name! What? I sure didn't see this coming. I presume you're all familiar with this man. All I can tell by the uniform is that he's from the Royal Army. Reese, do you not read a newspaper once in a while? Yes, we certainly are. I'm not sure what's going on here. Estelle, Joshua, and is that you, Your Highness? Yes, it is. It's good to see you again, Richard. I feel the same. The pleasure's all mine, Your Highness. I'm delighted to see you well and in good health. There's no need to stare at the floor when you're talking to me, you know. How have you been? Thanks to Her Majesty's extraordinary kindness, I've been doing very well. I hope you forgive me for asking. I'm afraid I don't quite understand the situation I found myself in. Would it be any trouble to request a brief explanation on where we stand? It would be probably easier if I handled that. I don't believe we've met. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Reese Argent, a squire affiliated with the Grouse Ritter. Welcome to Easy Mode? Really? This is the resource you were talking about? And with this, Estelle has lost the one thing she had going for her. Wheel of Time had a power rating of 700, and Richard's S-Craft has a rating of 710. Both are single target. Richard also has way better stats. And apparently he has some turn order shenanigans. Do explain. The Grouse Ritter! I see. It sounds as though the situation is even more abnormal than I thought. I suppose I should introduce myself as well. My name is Alvin Richard. I was once a colonel in the Royal Army's Intelligence Division, as well as a traitor who attempted to instigate a coup d'etat. At present, however, I run the research agency R&A Research. Thank you. I think I have a solid grasp now. I wish I knew what else to say. What do you mean? As in, like, you're having trouble believing all of what we just told you? Well, a part of me feels that way, yes. That's not really it. The greatest doubt in my mind is simply, why me? Nani? I look at everyone here, and I see comrades who know how to fight alongside one another, and to turn even the darkest of odds in their favor. My accent is going all over the place. Ugh. Whether this turn of events was the will of the Gortys or someone else, I can't rightly say. But from where I'm standing, You've already formed the perfect team for overcoming the obstacles before you. I guess so. I sure as hell don't want to work with her, though. I don't want her stupid rubbing off on me. Oh, you're gonna feel really stupid after I thwack your brains to mush. Not now, you two. If I may, I find it hard to understand how I, of all people, came to be here. Far from working together with all of you, I'm a criminal who threatened both your lives and the safety of the nation in which we thrive. I can't help but feel my being here is a mistake of some kind. Still, you have helped us before, though. Like, during the attack on Grancel, remember? You came to everyone's aid then. Yeah, that could have gotten really bad if you and your men hadn't showed up to help when you did. They're right. Then there was the fact that you assumed responsibility for defending the city, while all of us escorted Chloe to Harken Gate. Yeah, you might have done some bad stuff in the past, but you're underselling yourself by saying you never helped us before. Be that as it may be. My good man, it's not as though you're the only one here who's performed terrible deeds. To use the occasion Joshua mentioned, while you valiantly defended Grancel, I was at Harken Gate threatening Liberal's safety. And yet here I am, fighting along my friends without a care in the world. The best thing to do here, in my personal opinion, is relax. I'm not sure boasting about not having a care in the world is something you should be doing. I have a different perspective on those events, Your Highness. You were only threatening Liberal on the surface. You had no intention of actually doing anything. On the contrary, you were trying to protect it. The same can't be said for me. My conspiracy was my own doing. Okay, but what about me? We were being used by you guys, yeah, but that doesn't change the fact that we were a bunch of sky bandits who even hijacked an airship. But Her Majesty was gracious enough to give us another chance at life, and we're trying to make the most of it running our new company. I don't think our positions are all that different, honestly. Well, to be the one person who put a crack into Richard's self-deprecating feature to be Josette of all people, you might have done things that you regret, but it's not the past that determines who you are. It's what you choose to do now. Exactly. And it'd be a huge help if we had someone as baller as you fighting with us. Do people still say baller these days? That actually kind of feels like it's still in use these days. Not obviously not on the forefront, but you know, baller is kind of stuck around. So please, we could really use your help. Yusha and Lace. Huh? You guys know each other? How did that happen? Oh, I went to visit your dad for something a while back, so that's when we met. Huh? Really? After all we've heard, I see no reason to refuse your company. If anything, we are eager to welcome you to our group with open arms, myself included. You could consider it aid given to the Growlstritter, if that would make you less averse to the idea. What do you say? Very well. You have my support. Woohoo! Yippee! I'm so glad you're with us. Thank you. I only hope I meet your expectations. Incidentally, there is one thing I would like to confirm first. What would that be? You said that you believe everyone to have been surrounded by that white light sent here at roughly the same time. When that happened, were you all wearing the same clothes that you are now? What kind of question is that? Now that you mention it, how come you're wearing your military uniform? I was under the impression that you left the armed forces.
Budget cuts, Captain Schultz.
That's right.
Now the question makes sense. You were wearing something different when you were sent here, weren't you?
I was. Currently, I walk out of an office in Rouen City, and since beginning work there, I have never once willingly worn my own uniform. When I was surrounded by that light, I was wearing a shirt and a pair of slacks as I normally do.
Man, I want to see that. I want to see casual Richard. Just being a dude.
And yet somehow, I find myself here in uniform. That's odd. It's not something that happened to anyone else either. Oh, I have a thought. Perhaps the Lord of Phantasma decided the Colonel just wasn't sexy enough in anything else and prepared that strapping uniform for him after bringing him here. Yeah, I don't think so. And then the Lord of Phantasma is watching and going,
Yeah, you're way off the mark.
And then he turns to his locker that's full of Alan Richard posters. So in addition to the other billion ways they're a weird freak, they've got a military uniform fetish too. I couldn't entirely blame them if they did, though. Same.
Look, I was just being freaky because I was joking, but Annalise and Josette are going off.
Not you too, baby! Then again...
I swear, girls these days has no idea what's going on. Don't you worry, Tita. Scrub this whole conversation from your mind.
Military fatigues feel good on my talons, baby.
Still, there's clearly got to be something to it. I get the feeling we're on the verge of a major breakthrough in working out how we ended up here.
So do I. As well as what this place really is to begin with. Interesting. In that case, let's put the matter aside for now. Now that's settled then, we should start getting ready to resume our investigation. Releasing Richard should hopefully have opened up a new path for us to follow. Alright, well let's see here. Obviously, we're gonna need... Is Richard level 117? I mean, that's on brand, but wow. Let's see, who are we bringing into the party with us? Military uniforms are rad as hell, if you want to put it that way. They are. He looks good. He's dripped out. Richard is the closest thing you're going to get to having Cassius Bright in the party. So he's not going to be in the party. So we have room for 2 more characters. I'm still holding to Ren being one of the last 2, if there even is a second one. Read Richard's description. Amazingly quick with his sword, excellent arts proficiency. Oh, Kevin's not here? Oh, he isn't. Okay. So, that's my guess. The final slot is Ren. Richard is a really good caster, but I probably won't build him as one. Oh, really? Like, when you say you probably won't build him as one, are you saying me in specific? Or just a general you, as in, it's not advisable? You want to give him speed, attack, and CP boosting accessories. Alright. But who is going to be the last person in my party here? We've got support, we got big ol' attack. Richard, when used optimally, is best used as a physical attacker. I see. Alright, we'll go with whoever is the lowest in level. And I guess we're starting from the top left. That will be Her Highness. The heir apparent, and her most stalwart guardian. Alright, Richard, hit us with that portrait. Pow! Ooh! Smooth as butter right there. Look at this man. The absolute master of hair gel. Richard cannot use Annalace's Cassius sword, not like he needs it. I see. Look at Richard. That unintentional Riz. He is always going to be rizzing up the top member of your party. There you go. That looks about right. Alright, what's your equipment look like? The Ugetsu Zanshin. Oh, that isn't a Chloe weapon. That's strictly a Richard weapon. Nice. Let's see. Wait, what's the Knight Armor do? Heavy armor with strong defensive properties. Nah, that's not the, Well, since Joshua has been, taken out, let's give his stuff to Richard. The Lunar Seal and the Super Gladiator Headband. What do your orbments look like? Alright, so you have... Let's see, so action. So we have action, we have attack. What else? Speed, attack, and CP boosting accessories. So you got action, you got CP cut, you got clock up, you got clock down. You've even got Latira and Tiro. Goodness me. You got Curia and Latira. So what can we put in here? Combines the effects of haze and heal. Receive less physical damage, more. Nah. Door locations are shown on the mini-map. Display enemy locations on the map. Receive enemy status. What actually will work out for us here? That's a caster line. Yes, it is. He's even got hit. Oh, you don't have move, though. So let's go ahead and brew up a move quartz for you. Attack, action, hit, another one that you forgot. It's not move? There you go. Alright. Richard is just good outside of the box. We're gonna have fun with this thing. Alright. Then let us go back to where we were and see to the rest of this area. You got a... Alright. Richard! Smash! So let's see here. Everything's luminous with you. Afterglow Smasher. Oh, it's single target though. Alright. Luminous Wheel. Let's see this. my goodness! Alright, Richard. Strong first impression. And then you get a defensive turn. That's incredible. You get a guard turn.
We're good to go.
I need to finish a fight with Richard so I can hear those dulcet tones. Your subscription to life has ended. Not the surprise attack. Alright, let's try out something single target. It causes faint, and that's slashing through a foe. Woo! Wait! Alright, regular attack time, let's see. Oh my goodness, he passes the damage threshold. That's incredible. Let's see. You're doing 0 damage, baby! Or 2,000. I ain't picky, baby. Oh, that's so strong. You know what? But unnecessary crit turn. Unnecessary death blow turn. Let's see. Can his craft hit anywhere? Nope. Very large range, but not quite there yet.
We're good to go.
Alright, so... we've already been up through this way, and I believe that going to the right here, that's what brought me to the ceiling stone. Yeah, I think so. Well, let's just look into it anyway. Yep, that's what brought us to the ceiling stone, so let us explore other options, other venues. Ah! That's good. That's real nice. What's over here? Oh yeah, Richard is not going to have defenses against petrification because he is he's loaded up on craft points. Damn, son! Oh, I accidentally damned son for his win quote. I'll have to not do that again. Mirage Ring, your secrets are safe with me. You like Castlevania. You like men. You can read into my mind? No. I'm gonna have fun with this luminous wheel. You seeing this shit, Kirby? Oh wait, now he's debuffed. The ultimate tag team, Sieg and Richard.
That was easy.
I heard my, but I didn't hear the second half of that. My. That, and then something. Long barrel. I'll give you 1,000 Mira if you give back what you took. A long barrel 3 is worth much more than 1,000 Mira. That was easy. Oh, he's so goddamn cool! You know what? I think I'm going to let the next area of this plane be a mystery for right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me on this leg of the journey and Estelle's ascension into fishing royalty. That was fun. I mean, it was only fun because I won on my first time every single time. But, I had some highs, I had some lows. I'm only human. You're welcome to the stream. Glad you had a fun time. Blorf! I'm gonna say it before you do. Solaris, James, AQ, Matthew, wherever you are, Moderator Katome, who's currently elbow deep in Mizutsune probably. It's exactly what it sounds like. Pray to the meme lord Richard. Exactly. And thank you, if you're watching this stream as a VOD, so you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment, ring the bell, join the Discord. It is in the description. I'll let me know when the next stream goes up. When we reconvene, we will see what's on the other side of that door. And continue on our journey, and have lots more fun with Richard. In a fight, right? In a fight, right? No. Until then, game out.